to state the obvious, a tough marketplace. We did not increase our prices, therefore we had some 50 odd million to absorb. Last Christmas we had all the snow, so plus sort of pretty tough trading conditions through. I think in light of all of that, our underlying sales position actually was pretty good, you know, looking at the market. Our margin, you know, as I said to you, is down a couple of points. So that's really sort of the explanation of most of the 85, 90 million pound swing in cash terms on the year. But you know, what I'd like to point out to you is we've invested in excess of 550 million in the last 5 years growing this business. So I think, you know, you have to counterbalance the different things. I mean, we've taken a view that we are going to close over the next 2.5 to 3 years. We've got about 480 leases that come up for expiry. We will probably close 250 to 275 of those shops. Well, no, it's a business where we don't want to run shops for a loss, as you pointed out. Why would we want to do that? So on the basis we have a chance to get out of them, we'd obviously close them. But, you know, 2-3 years is a long time. If you look at our internet business that's growing at 20%, you know, there is a shift. We've got more shops than anybody else, and therefore rebalancing our mix is probably the right thing to be doing. I think this is pretty, you know, this is sort of as tough as it's going to be, which is pretty severe, because I think it's sort of reached everybody at every level. So, you know, this is not sort of a small wave, is it? So everybody's engaged in different ways on a daily basis, in both reading, seeing it on TV. You can't ignore it, and I think people change their habits. People manage their money differently, people spend differently, they think differently, they want to educate their kids, they want to go on vacation, they want a car. I think people think different ways of how they're going to use their money. People get used to a certain pattern, and I think now there's a pattern. We've got a base, and we've got to build off that base.